Hello nurses and future nurses, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And on today's episode of Nurse Clement B, I'm going to teach you on how to carry out neurological examination of the newborn. So hello midwives, I'm here for you, not only nurses students. So please sit back and watch this video to the end. You will enjoy it. And guess what? I'm going to use checklist, nursing council checklist. So sit back, don't go away, watch this video to the end. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And thank you for watching my videos. I love you all. So in the neurological examination of the newborn, it assesses the functional integrity of the nervous system and helps identify any abnormalities in the brain, spinal cord, or peripheral nerves. It provides critical insight into the development, reflexes, tone, and overall neurological health of the infant. The examination is usually part of a routine neonatal assessment, and in this video I am going to concentrate only on the reflexes of the newborn. So remember, whenever you're going to carry out the neurological examination of the newborn, remember that it's in different parts. But in this checklist I am going to concentrate only on the reflexes of the newborn. So don't worry, as time goes on I will drop the other neurological assessments of the newborn. So sit back, let's continue. So remember, whenever you're going to carry out neurological examination of the baby, you have to wash and dry your hands. Performing hand hygiene, remember, is part of infection control, so it's very important. So I am done washing my hands, and the next thing is for me to put on gloves. As you can see, I have to dry my hands properly so that I will not struggle when putting on gloves, so I will not stick to my hands, right? So I'll put on my glove. So now I'm done putting on my gloves. Very important, because you know you are going to touch a newborn, so it's very important that you make sure that there is infection control proper, right? So the next thing is for us now to look at to switch on off fans, close nearby windows. Remember, you're going to expose this baby, so it is important that you let the room be warm, right? So we switch off the fans and close nearby windows. Very important. So I'm going to concentrate on the reflexes. Remember, in the beginning of this video I told you it's a neurological examination of the newborn, and I'm going to concentrate on the checklist, which concentrates only on the reflexes. So, and the reflexes that I'm going to look at is the Moro reflex, the rooting reflex, the grasping reflex, sucking and swallowing reflex, stepping and walking reflex, plantar reflex, asymmetric reflex, and Babinski reflex. So I'm going to concentrate on these reflexes. So I'm telling you, I'm following nursing council checklist on reflexes. So don't go away, sit back and watch to the end. So after ensuring the a suitable room temperature, which is going to be warm, warm, and you close nearby windows, and I have done and washed my hand. I've washed and dried my hands. I've done glove. Remember, this is the first steps, and then you demonstrate each reflexes. So the number one reflex that we are going to see today is the Moro reflex. So you have to pick the baby, expose this baby, remove the cover. My baby is cutie. After which you hold the baby like 45 degrees. You allow the baby to stay. If you're going to examine the Moro reflex, let the baby be in a supine position like this. Then hold the baby at 45 degrees. then drop the baby 1 to 2 centimeters like this, 45 degrees, and then drop the baby 1 to 2 centimeters like this. After which, the baby responds by what? Abducting and extending the arms. Like the baby will like trying to abduct and bring the legs like this after when you like leave the baby. Then the baby will like hold his or her hand. Remember, this is a dummy, it's not a live baby. So all these reflexes you might not see. So the baby will like abduct his or her hands and her legs. So that means, and by extending his arms with the fingers fan, the fingers will be like fanning. So that shows that the Moro reflex is, it's okay, it's normal. So the next thing is for me to check. Remember, I have mentioned all the reflexes. So the next thing is for me to do the routine reflex. And when you want to check the routine reflex of this baby, you have to elicit by stroking cheek, or stroking the corner of the mouth or the cheek, right? So you use your finger, this finger, and stroke the mouth or the cheek of the baby. After stroking the mouth of the cheek, the baby turns towards the source of the stimuli. Like the neck of the baby will try to turn to the source of the stimuli. If you stroke this way, the baby turns a bit to the source of the stimuli like this, right? So the next reflex that we are going to check on this baby is the grasping reflex. And to achieve this is for the nurse or the midwife putting his or her hand inside the baby's palm, or putting an harmless object. Remember, don't put a sharp object or something that will harm the baby, and just put it this way. This is not it's not harmful. So you put it inside the baby's palm, and the baby responds by holding it firmly. Had it been this is a live baby, the baby would try to like hold it firmly. So if the baby holds it firmly, that means the grasping reflex of this baby, it's normal, right? So the next reflex that we are going to check is the sucking and swallowing reflexes. When you want to check the reflex of slow swallowing and sucking reflexes, of course, you lift the baby and place the baby on the breast, right? You place the baby, put the baby to breast. Remember, you put the baby to breast. Or you take remember, you have to provide a clean, or you put on sterile gloves when it comes to that reflex, and then put this little finger in the mouth of the baby. So if the baby holds by sucking your little finger, or hold the nipple of the mother, that means, or hold the nipple of the mother by sucking, that means the sucking and swallowing reflex is functional. Remember, when the baby holds the nipple or holds your little finger and tries to like suck, it's also tends to like swallow. So that means the sucking and the swallowing reflex of this baby is also normal. Remember, I'm still maintaining only the reflexes of this neurological reflex of this baby. The next reflex I'm going to check is the stepping and walking reflex. If you want to check this reflex, you have to hold the baby firm in a standing position with the sole of the feet on a hard surface. So now this is a hard surface. This is my cord. I'm still maintaining this cord, of course. So you try to hold the baby to stand. So if the baby, you have to hold the baby firm. Remember, it's a newborn. So you have to hold the baby this way, and then the baby steps forward, a bit forward, this leg like a bit forward. The baby tries to lift one of the leg a bit forward. The other leg, is, you see, if you stand the baby this way and the baby would try to like lift the other leg, that means the stepping reflex is functional, right? So the next reflex we are going to see, we are going to observe now, is the plantar reflex. And to check for plantar reflex of this baby, you have to place a finger or a thin object at the base of the baby's toes, right? So this time around, you have to remove the socks of this baby. So remember, I said you have to place a finger or a thin object at the baby's toes, right? Okay, you place it this way at the baby's toes, right? Your finger or a thin something that the baby can respond to, and the baby tries to the baby coils the toes for a short period. You know, when you touch this, the baby tries to coil the toes like this, as in just for a short period. When you touch this place with either an object or your hands, the baby will just coil his or her toes for a short period of time, just something like this, right? The next reflex is asymmetric tonic neck reflex. In this reflex, place the infant in a supine position. You turn this baby. Remember, this is a supine position, right? Place the baby in a supine position and turn the head to one side this way. You turn the head, maintaining the supine position. The arm and the leg of the same side will try to turn the arm and the leg on the opposite side, will flex, assuming the fencing position. So the baby will try to turn to the side that of the same side, right? Because you turn the baby's head one side and the baby will try to turn this way. So that is asymmetric tonic neck reflex. So the next reflex we're going to see is that we're going to observe now in this neurological examination of the neuron is Babinski reflex. Babinski reflex. So to achieve this Babinski reflex, you have to stroke the lateral aspect of the baby's side of the foot, going from the heel to the toes, right? So you can take a pen like this, or you can use your index finger to do that. So you have to stroke the lateral aspect of the baby's foot, going from the heel. Remember, this is the heel of the baby, and to the toes with your finger or the edge of your fingernail by the side laterally, at the lateral aspect of the baby's foot this way. When you touch from the heel to the toes with your fingernails, right, then the normal response is by cuffing and fanning of the toes. So the baby will try to cuff the toes like this way, try to cuff the toes, and then fanning of the fingers, right? So that shows that the normal response, that's the normal response for this Babinski reflex. Then the next thing, now you are done. Remember, I have mentioned all the reflexes I'm going to do. Then you wrap the baby back. You have to provide warm, so you put on the socks of the baby. Even if you remove the cap, also you remove the cap of the baby, and you replace the cap of the baby. Then you wrap the baby back. Wrap this baby by providing warmth. Wrap the baby back and then place the baby in his or her cot the same way. So now, as you can see, I hope that this checklist of neurological assessments of the baby by observing the reflexes will help you during your exams. I hope this video is helpful. So do not, what the next thing you're going to do is to remove, of course, remember you have to remove these gloves, right? So I will remove this glove and perform hand hygiene before I will come and record my findings. So I'm done now. I'm done performing hand hygiene. So the next step is for me now to record all my findings, right? Remember, I have written all of them here. So I'm going to record all of them, whether it's normal, abnormal, is there any neurological abnormalities that I have dictated, that I've noticed. Is for me now to write them, record all of them, right? So after documenting, then I will just keep it, because record keeping in nursing profession, it's very, very important. So I am done with this procedure. I hope this video is helpful. I hope you will not find it difficult next time to carry out neurological examination, most especially when it comes to the checklist that said the reflexes of the newborn, right? So I hope it helps. Thank you for watching all my videos. Guess what? I love you all. Bye bye.